finally, I'm very excited to share it to everyone and to all of you guys. The itinerary that I created for almost a month for my trip to Japan. This is going to be a very special trip because it's my birthday and it's going to happen 5 days from now. I wanted to share it with you guys because maybe you can get some insights in here. Or probably if I'm going to go back to Japan, you can give me more hits or recommendations or suggestions. I will be traveling solo. Although this is not my first time going to Japan, but this is totally different because before we only focus on traveling around Tokyo. So I will be sharing with you guys my daily itinerary. This is just showing you a snapshot of what am I going to do daily. This does not show you the details of it, especially the tours and where am I going and how am I going to reach those locations. I'm also going to share with you guys my daily expenses so that it wouldn't be a surprise for you the moment that you will be traveling and you don't have enough money already. So it's better that you plan ahead of time on how much you're going to spend every day. And next is, of course, you cannot plan if you don't have your ticket. So what's exciting about this ticket is my base fare. So I booked this during Cebu Pacific seat sale last September 12, and I only paid 4,066.89 pesos. That's $80 for my round trip ticket from Cebu to Narita. That's including 20 kilos of baggage already. While my Davao to Cebu round trip ticket, it only cost me 3,342 pesos. That's equivalent to 65 US dollars. All in all, my round trip ticket me 7,409 pesos, equivalent to 145 US dollars. How amazing is that? Before I'm going to share with you the details of my itinerary. 6 days and 7 nights going to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Fukuoka, and Hiroshima. Is it possible? You might be wondering, am I kidding? Going to these places with a very limited time? I really don't know. However, based on the things that I was able to read and watch on YouTube and all the blogs available on the internet, it is really not recommended. But since I don't have the luxury of time going on a long vacation at work, so I have to do this. I have to make it possible. It's not every day that I'm going to Japan. It's not every day that we are given the opportunity to be approved in terms of our visa application. So I have to make the most out of it. Other than that, it's my birthday. So let's start with day 0. This is my connecting flight from Davao to Cebu. You might be wondering why I am very early. It's because I tried to look for the earliest flight that would allow me to catch my flight to Tokyo at 7 o'clock in the morning, but there is no available flight. I tried to look for any availability with Philippine Airlines and AirAsia and even Cebu Pacific, but there's none. So I don't have any other choice. I have to be in Cebu a day earlier. Here's my possible expenses for the day. The good news is I'm not going to pay for my accommodation. My sister is there, my brother is there. They're definitely going to take care of me. Welcome to day 1, the day, my birthday. Yeah. So I'm flying to Tokyo on August 27. Early call time for me because my flight is early as well at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm giving 30 minutes travel time from Pardo to Mactan Airport. And of course, these two that as much as we don't want to pay, but we have to because we're here in the Philippines. And it's sad because we don't have to pay this the moment that we're going to be in the other country. So terminal fee is 850 pesos. It's expensive, I think, here in Cebu. Maybe because their airport is new, but I'm not sure. Please comment below if terminal how much is the terminal fee in Manila for international flights. I think it's expensive in Cebu. Travel tax, it's the same. It's 1,260 pesos. And of course, since I have 4 hours free time in Tokyo, I'm planning to go to the National Stadium and have a picture at the Olympic sign over there. And other than that, I'm planning to go to Shibuya, take a picture of Hachiko, and experience the Shibuya crossing as well. And then at 6 o'clock, I'm going to take the Shinkansen train from Tokyo to Osaka. And then I'll be arriving at Osaka at 10 p.m. If I still have time and if I am not really tired, I would like to see and experience the nightlife in Osaka. Maybe I will go to Dotonbori, take some delicious street food over there. And since their train station will close at 12 midnight, so I'm going to spend an hour only in Dotonbori and make sure to be back at my hostel at 12 o'clock in the morning because I still have a very early call time for my day two. So all in all, my total expenses for the day in peso, it's going to be 4,360. It's expensive. It's because of the travel tax and the terminal fee. How soon can they eliminate the terminal fee and travel tax here in the Philippines? Don't you guys wish for it? So welcome to day two, my official day tour in Japan, and I'm kicking it off no other than in Osaka. And while reading a lot of blogs, it is highly recommended to spend 2 to 3 days in Osaka. There's a lot of things you can discover around the city. However, there are also travelers sightseeing the city in just a day, and that's what we are going to do. So here's the list of the beautiful location, shopping area, temple, and castle that I wanted to visit. And to save time, you have to consider the location, the distance, and how convenient it is for you to take the train or subway. And for me, I always consider just taking the JR lines available. Best if the places you wanted to go are just walking distance. This is actually the part wherein you need a lot of research, like how to go to this location from wherever you are. And this is very tedious and will really test your patience, but I'm having so much fun doing it. And at the end of the day, it is very, very fulfilling. This is the key part of your planning session. This will be your Bible that you will reach to your destination. It's okay to get lost if you have all the time in the world, but for a day tour, no, no, no. Time is of the essence. And this is an example of my guide aside from Google Maps, taking into consideration the distance of each other, of all the locations that you wanted to go to. By doing that, you will definitely save more time and, most importantly, your energy. So, for example, here, I'm making sure that most of the locations that I wanted to go to are just walking distance from each other. You will definitely not going to be lost in the city of Osaka if you have this one. Kyoto is located right in the center of the historical Kansai region in Japan. This historical capital is the cultural soul of the country and one of the places where the roots of the Japanese nation stem from. Welcome to day three and welcome to Kyoto. Oh, Kyoto, Kyoto, Kyoto. I realize how romantic, traditional, and full of history this city is as the capital of Japan for imagine 700 years. So here is my day tour itinerary in Kyoto. that you can definitely use in a jam-packed way, like what I am doing, or you can extend it over 2 or 3 days if you want to. This I based it on how convenient it is to reach these locations since they are just walking distance from the JR station using my JR pass, except for this one, the Golden Pavilion. So, this again is my Bible on how to reach those tourist destination. This one. Okay, as you can see, all can be reached and only walking distance from the JR station, except for the Golden Pavilion. You have to take the bus number 205 from Imache station that will take you to Kinkakuji bus stop. Then it's just 5 minute walk from there. Since after my day tour in Kyoto, I will immediately go to Fukuoka. I will make sure to get the train information on the 29th. Here you go. Total travel time is 3 hours and 15 minutes and will arrive in Fukuoka in Hakata Station late 9 o'clock in the evening. So by the way, this one, I highly recommend to use Hyperdia if you wanted to travel in Japan from one city to another. I also have the map from Hakata Station to my hostel ready. Here you go. It's a 10-minute walk from Hakata Station to my hostel, the Hotel Nugea in Nakasui. As the eighth most populous city in Japan and the largest in Kyushu Island, Fukuoka has really a lot to offer. You can get your cultural fix at the shrines and temples in the central district, or visit the ruins of Fukuoka Castle in Maizuru Park. Welcome to Fukuoka and welcome to day 4 in Japan. You really can't see all of Fukuoka in 24 hours, but you can see a lot of it already. As with most of our one-day city itineraries, this tour of Fukuoka highlights the most significant part of the city. I will maybe start in the center, exploring the natural landscape. This one. The natural landscapes in the city's park, which includes Ohori and Maizuru Park, and beside Maizuru Park is the Fukuoka Castle. And as I travel out of this historic area, I will come across culturally important temples, the Tochugi Temple and the Kushida Shrine and Nanzoin temples, before reaching the commercial districts, going to the Fukuoka Tower, and beside it is the Momuchi Beach. And then after that, I will take the bus or the train going to Tenjin's shopping. Not really shopping, but most probably just, window shopping for that matter. And then go directly to the Canal City. Maybe, I'll take my dinner over there. There's a great ramen. I don't know if it's on the third floor or the fifth floor, but there's a ramen area over there. I will end my night in the Fukuoka, experiencing the local nightlife in Nakasu, a 4 minute walk from the Canal City after having my ramen, for dinner. And maybe experiencing the local nightlife there at the nightlife district. Nakasu is the area where you find rows of bars and clubs. And definitely to close out my tour of Fukuoka in one day, I'm probably going to grab dinner or a late night snack at one of the many yatai food stalls in the area with a great view of the Fukuoka River. Welcome to Hiroshima and welcome to day 5 in Japan. While 24 hours in Hiroshima may not seem like a lot of time, the main attractions are just conveniently located quite close to each other. The farthest destination is Miyajima Island, one of the top places to visit in Japan, but it only takes about 40 minutes to reach. I will spend my entire morning, this one, exploring the downtown area and the most famous site in the city. The sprawling Peace Memorial Park is an essential destination for my Hiroshima itinerary. It serves as a reminder of the importance of peace and the tragedy that occurred when the bomb dropped. The atomic bomb is the first thing that people think of when discussing Hiroshima, and as such, it is a must see. The park includes several memorials, a museum, and a landmarks in memoriam to over 200,000 people who died that day. And while exploring the park, I am excited to see the top of the atomic bomb dome, wherein the hall remained mostly intact after the bombing, including the metal framework to the dome on the top of the building. The building still stands and has remained as a memorial. After grabbing a quick bite for lunch, my next destination is Miyajima in Hiroshima Bay. It is one. The fastest way to get to the island is to take a train from Hiroshima Station to Miyajima Station, which puts you right next to the ferry pier. The entire trip, including the ferry ride, is about 40 minutes. I decided to go in the afternoon because it's low tide at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I can get closer to the famous and spectacular giant Torii Gate. After taking pictures of the shrine and surrounding buildings, it's time to head to the highest spot in the island. At 500 meters above sea level, Mount Misen offers wide open views of the surrounding islands and bay. After that, it's time to travel back to the Hiroshima mainland to fill my stomach with a local specialty and ready for my 5-hour journey back to Tokyo. Welcome to my day 6 in Japan and day 7 back to the Philippines. I will be exploring Shinjuku at night upon arrival at Tokyo on my day 5 because most of the shops in Tokyo will open at 10 o'clock in the morning, which means on my day 6 I will just look probably for a 24-hour Don Quixote store for last minute pasalubong shopping. Then we'll head immediately to Tokyo Station to take the Narita Express airport bound, then we'll fly going back home to the Philippines at 1:35 in the afternoon. So, this is my very squeezed, pressed, and condensed itinerary in Japan, covering Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Fukuoka, and Hiroshima. If you have any questions or comments, please write down at the comment section below. Thank you so much.